Afternoon YouTube, and here we have the second robot in our Interlink series, the TS2. This guy is going to make up the torso of our giant Interlink 6 robot. Just looking at the box here, you see that same great McFarlane artwork that you have, that very industrialized artwork. In the back you can see a giant number 2. This one's probably a little easier to notice in this one than the one was for the HD1. You see we have a couple of little accessories that come along with them, and that's going to go to make up the giant robot towards the end of the series here. Alright, so that's a look at the box. Let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so we have TS2 outside of the box here, and right off the bat you can see there's one slight problem with him being so big. He's a little top heavy. So it's kind of the main reason for it being so is that, as you can, I don't know how well this shows up here, but he doesn't have any knees, so it's kind of difficult for him to stand very well. You have to kind of balance him just right a lot of times with him leaning forward. But other than that, he's not a bad figure. He's still just like with HD1. He's a very beautiful looking figure. He's got nice sculpting on him. The paint apps are great. More of that soft rubber hosing that goes to make up a lot of the dynamic of this character. As far as poseability goes, as I was talking about with the legs, no knees, no toes, anything like that. His legs though swing a good 180 degrees. That's about all you're going to get out of the legs. With the arm, you have, as you can see here, you have some more of those kind of thick ratchets. They don't click or anything, but they're thick ratchets. They hold pretty well. You see his elbow joint here. He's got a little bit of movement here, but mainly because of the sculpting of his upper arm, it doesn't move very far. But thankfully for that, they give him a, I guess, upper arm joint here, and it's not really his shoulder joint because he's got a shoulder joint too that swings back and forward. So you have his upper arm, or his upper joint, that's able to swivel to the left and to the right, plus swing back and forward. And then you have the lower arm, or the elbow joint, which is able to slightly swing back and forward, but then he's also able to turn the gun, not very much, but slightly here. He's able to turn the gun like that. Okay, and then his other arm, he's got same thing. He's got a elbow joint here, swings back and forward, rotates left and right. Then he's got a upper arm joint, which swings in and out just a little bit here, and also able to turn. Then he's got a shoulder joint that swings in and out. That's about it. You've got two little nubbins here that serve as the connectors for RA5 and LR4. I want to say that's correct. I'll double check. But then they also serve as the connectors for his attachments. Like there's a little gun here that just snaps right into place right up here. I believe I have it right. Let's see. Maybe it's on the other side. There we go. So that snaps right into place up here, and then you have the other one here that snaps into place here, and then voila, you've got your gun attachments, which of course will pop off and they get attached to the other robots when you combine. So like I said, this guy, he definitely suffers in the poseability department, but it's for a necessary reason. He's going to be the mule that all of the other characters attach to, so he's gonna be pretty stocky, and he's got to be able to hold himself, or hold himself very easily when handling the rest of the weight. And once you get all of the other characters combined, it turns into a very heavy figure. One of the things I did forget to mention, the head doesn't really have very much poseability. It turns left and right, but that's mainly because for the actual transformation, the head has to pop off and gets stored. That's pretty much it. other than the lack of posability, which is completely understandable given the gimmick this figure is supposed to have, I have no gripes with him at all. Just like I said before, it's a very nice looking figure, very, very detailed. Paint apps are gorgeous. You see a lot of stressed grays and stressed blacks to make it look like, you know, like this thing assembled itself out of junk, or it's you know, just basically lived a very hard life, if machines could do that. But the paint apps, wonderful. The detailing of the actual figure itself is wonderful. I mean, even looking at the paint apps that they use for the head, it's just great. It's got this like sickly puke yellow green color to it. Perfect. You don't really see stuff like that on a lot of figures. Oops. There we go. Getting a little blustery here. But just overall, oh, one of the things I did fail to mention, it's kind of a little extra gimmick. So the Gatling gun here, not only does it turn, but there's actually a tiny little spring inside of the Gatling gun. There's a little button that's right here, and when you push the little button, it causes the guns to turn. It's a little faster than you can actually catch with your eye, but you tend to notice that it turns and you feel it move. But other than that, that's pretty much him. So this is TS2, and for a size comparison here, we've reintroduced HD1. Have them standing side by side. As you can tell, HD1 is slightly taller than TS2, and the fact that I have to hunch him forward a little bit here just to balance him so that he stands, makes him just a little bit shorter in stature, but not too much. These guys are about the same size. So that's pretty much it for this review. We'll be back next week with a review of LR3, and hope to see you then. Alright, bye.